Okay, welcome back to the show. This is Standpoint, where we're discussing Bayelsa election, of course, which is coming up on 11th of November. And I have in the studio with me the APC Director of Social Media, John Idumage, and of course the spokesperson for the PDP Campaign Council are talking about Everadon Abednego. But before we went on break, I was asking Mr. John, I was asking you a question. I just wanted you to go straight to the point because there's a lot you still need to
You
talk
still want
about.
to give him time.
That question,
I just want to give I just want him to answer this question. And I said that your principal was a former governor.
Yes.
Was a former minister.
Yes.
And some persons have said, why coming back to contest again? You should have just, Bayelsa politicians should embrace new blood to come into the Bayelsa politics.
When you talk of new blood, I don't know what you mean. This man did, initially he was elected. A year after, the appeal court nullified his election.
Yeah.
And he contested again and won. You see, this man is very popular. Forget about the stories you hear all over the place. Now, we have the stakeholders knowing the sorry state of the state. You see, when you are driving into Yenagoa, there is this sinking feeling. It's as if you are going into a fishing pot. Sometimes I weep in the night. That why is there, upon the billions coming into the state, we are still like this. One road. Even the road is talking about, wait.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, Mr. John. I told you I went to cover election.
You did not go to Bayelsa.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir.
Do you know Angalabri?
Hold on, sir. I'm the moderator.
Yes.
So I went to
Yenagoa.
I came to Bayelsa in 2019.
Yenagoa.
So, yes.
Not Bayelsa.
Yes. Yes. Entering Yenagoa, just like you said,
yes.
Entering Yenagoa, there's this nostalgia that you have. Is this part of Nigeria? So, but that's in 2019. That was Seraki Dixon was the governor.
Nothing had changed, my brother.
No, I'm saying Seraki Dixon was the governor.
Yes.
So, would you want to paint that particular, because of that, you still want to paint it on the same, the current governor?
No, what we are saying is that as at the time Seraki Dixon left office, certain infrastructure were put in place. But now it has deteriorated.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me come to you. You mentioned education, and I wanted to take you up on that in terms of education. The Federal Ministry of Education in January this year, it says out of 20 million out-of-school children across Nigeria, Bayelsa State has one of the highest. That was in January 2023. And of course, one of the things that were discussed at that particular forum was the fact that the state should encourage a compulsory primary and secondary education, which the State Assembly has enacted a law in 2018. So they are advising them to do that, So, but if you look at it, how has the government been able to fare in terms of education? Education, they say, is the bedrock of any nation, and education is very important. How do you think that your government has been able to fare in terms of education, and what are the things that the government is still doing, or probably what are the things he's going to do if he probably eventually becomes a governor again?
Not about if he's going to be, so it's when he becomes. I will know the date is February 14th, but keep that apart. Before I even delve into answering the question of education, I will say a few things. This election is about records. You asked a very fantastic question, and he dodged it. Where are the records of your principal? He was a governor. Where are the big-ticket projects, life-changing projects that he planted in Bayelsa State? For folks to see, please, respect yourself. You are getting too agitated. Don't do that. You see, you must understand certain things. You were a governor for 5 years in Bayelsa State, and you were the holding minister of petroleum. Where are the things that you planted in your state? That when you get to Bayelsa State, they can say, oh, the former governor, call his name. I will not call him, so I don't make him popular here. We don't call his name there because, Where are the in health? There is just one thing you will talk about that government. Diete Koki Memorial Hospital. And it was a conduit of fraud. Leave that apart. I said I don't want to come here and run down my state. He knows. I will also read things that Dr. Idumagi said about that project here against his principal. Before I go for it, let me also mention, he said, the worst thing that has happened to the people of Bayelsa State is for his principal becoming a governor. That the man came with a baggage of destruction for the entire Ijaw nation. Please hold on. I told you if you prompt me, I will reveal things. I will read all of them and quote the dates and the venue, the newspaper, the television station. Wait, please. But I said, I don't want to open the Pandora's box. If you claim to be very simply, leave that apart. I said there is nothing to show. And we said this election is about records. And I said in security, we are the best. I wanted him to contravene me, never did. The world is listening. That Bayelsa State is the most peaceful. He said nothing. And I also said, in terms of critical infrastructure, like creating the 3 major interior roads, one taking from Sagbama to Ekremo, which our target is get to Agay. The other ones were Inegwa to Poroma to Okubie, and the one from Ogbia, Nembe, and Brass. Has he been able to mention one that his government did? For 5 years, he was as a governor, and as a minister of petroleum, the most sumptuous ministry. He brought nothing to our people, not even a single thing. Why won't our people say no? But come back to education. I said a few things about education before you cut in and brought him in. I said we have been able to build 156 primary and secondary schools, excluding renovation notes. And I also said here on site, because the world is listening, this is a new age. Send your correspondence, and other media stations should send their correspondences down. Let their correspondence go down and verify. Number 2, I did say that we have been able to build 8 technical colleges in each local government. I want him to contravene it. Let your people go and verify. We have not just built it, equipping them with the modern facilities that will advance the cost of learning for our youths. 3, let me go further to say, I said we have the Bayelsa State Medical University. It is not just a university, it's a medical university. All accredited courses have been given a yes answer. And go further. You see magnificent buildings there. Auditoriums, lecture halls, theaters, all of that has been built. I told you, my friend here, my friend that we held hands in glove together, he has gone to the other side. We are saying things that are so vague, and because it does not stay in Yenegwa. But go further to say, in Toronto University of Africa, yes, it was built by the immediate past governor, Senator Harry Sirake Dixon. When you go to that university and you see the new structures that have been planted there, and all courses accredited, ask him when last did he go, because he is out of Bayelsa State. He's in touch with reality. Let's go further. You go to the College of Education, Otogidi, the College of Health Sciences, Otogidi. Go and see new structures, all courses accredited. Should I continue? Then go to Nigeria Data University and see the fantastic roads that this government has been able to plant. A few days ago, I was with their factional chairman in the States on a different television station, and he said for the past 10 years, a single dot of penny has not been appropriated by the Bayelsa State government or the PDP for education. And the whole world said, even this? And that is what he has also come. Why have you come to align with a team of liars, including you? But please, for Christ's sake, go to Bayelsa State and see what is happening. The Ekremo people and some people are saying, if there is anything that is going to determine the outcome of this election, is that road. Do you know what happened to the road? Because he said that most of the things we're doing are a continuation. Beautiful. Government should be a continuum. Yes. But look at it. Henry Sirake Dixon, my good friend and brother, he built the road to a level, and do you know what happened? A few years ago, the flood came, swept off everything. The 2 bridges he built, and the road that he took to a very far ahead. We had to start afresh. Because, let me just say this, please.
Okay.
All of that was gone, and this government came and started afresh. Okay. Built 6 bridges, completed the other 2, reconstructed them, and built a 42-kilometer road. As we speak, the people of Ekremo are saying, if there is anything they will leave on to determine the outcome of this election. He said, don't. All what I'm saying is records. Okay. Records. All right. Let him mention the records. Okay, sir. So that I don't saturate the public space with lies.
Can we just hold on, sir? Hold on. Can we also agree that we just let we take it one step after the other, so that we don't interject, and so that the audience and the people can hear us, our viewers can hear us. Let me come to you, Mr. John. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to how former governor Timi Silva,
Yes.
governed during his term
Yes.
as a former governor.
Yes.
I just want you to, just highlight it. So, because those are some of the things that the electorate are also going to be looking at.
Okay, thank
Do you understand? Those are some of the things that electorate are also going to be looking
Yes,
at in
thank
terms of if they are going to choose whoever they want to choose.
No, they have chosen him. Now,
No, they have not
let
chosen
me
yet.
correct one impression. Don has spoken a lot about 99% of what he has spoken. Just rabble-rousing. Now, you say, let me ask you a question. You say government is investing in education, but out of school children is increasing. It's rising in the state. Female enrollment is diminishing. Funding has diminished to such a level that so many children sit down on the floor to learn. I am so shocked. Farada, you are a PhD holder. I am your senior, but let's be factual. The schools he's talking about, Bayelsa Medical University was established by Dixon. Diri has not established any school.
Speak on your records.
He's making efforts to establish technical colleges.
Speak on your records.
That is number one. Now, talking about Silva, thank God I came with this in. Silva awarded scholarships, overseas scholarships abroad. Is it to Malaysia? Is it to India? Is it to Ukraine, Russia, and so on? He was paying bursary constantly. As at that time, he accredited all the courses in NDU. Unlike what is happening now. Now they give them grants, but Silva fully funded all the institutions we have in the state. He also established other centers of excellence. Some he did not complete before he left office. Now, beyond that, Silva established the law school. The law school is single-handedly established it. The law school today is one of the infrastructure are really down on that day. But there was a time a Wike went there and they salted the school. And he said he was going to donate 5 billion naira for them to upgrade the facilities in that school. Sometimes when you say, I went to Bayelsa, you only went to Yenagua. Do you know Angalabri? No. Do you know Akasa? No. Do you know Agrisaba? No. That Benga Areloba some time ago made that mistake that I've been going to Bayelsa. You only went to Yenagua. You have not gone to the hinterland, the interior. You know nothing about it. So if I'm telling you something, I expect you to respect my opinion. I'm a university lecturer, I'm an activist, I'm an arbitrator.
So when I tell you that I came into
if you say Yenagua, it's okay.
When I say I came into Bayelsa, if I say I went to Yenagua, it doesn't mean that it was only Yenagua I went to.
It's okay.
I went to David Lyons, where David Lyons actually voted.
It's okay. That is, by the way.
It doesn't.
Now we are talking about schools.
No, we're talking about the records of your.
Yes, thank God I came with. There are 44 projects.
Okay.
These 44 projects were executed. Can you give me 2 minutes to read them?
By the time I'm going to cut you, just continue to read.
So Silva, the judiciary complex, he completed it. Banquet hall, he completed it. The Tulip Hotel, which is the best hotel owned by government, it's a partnership between. He completed it. He completed the Treasury building. He completed the Revenue building. He completed the Transparency Plaza, which is by far the most expensive building. It's a 3-arm plaza. He completed it, and so on. I cannot go on and on to read. Silva never abandoned any project. In fact, it was his intention to establish, apart from the Bayelsa plastic industry, he was at the verge of establishing a waste management industry in the Bahrain area before he was removed from office. In terms of projects, you see, Bayelsa State had light when Silva was there. He said, I don't go to Yenagua. I live in Yenagua.
No, you don't.
Every week, I spend 2-3 days in Yenagua. For the past, I went to Yenagua on Wednesday. I came back only yesterday. As if the distance between Port Harcourt and the Yenagua is from here to Oklahoma. We draw that assertion. There's no part of the state I don't go to. Nembe, see, the roads he's talking about, Nembe Brass Road, that road was introduced specifically to buy the votes of the Nembe-speaking people. It is not in the budget. Before you execute a project, that project must be in the budget. It did not put it in the budget. Oh, you just remember that, the Nembe Brass people, I need their votes. Let me go and sandfill and so on. And it was, most of these projects are projects of the federal government. Even if it does it, the federal government will come and pay.
Even if
the Sagbama Keremo Road is a road constructed by Dixon. He constructed that road. The 6 bridges he's talking about, I am an insider. I even have the handover note of Governor Dixon to David Lyon. All these roads were constructed. The Oporomo Road, Yenago Oporomo Road, was started by Silva. But because of militancy, they were destroying the equipment and so on. They abandoned it. Dixon came. Dixon also pushed that road very far. And Diri is continuing with it. It's a continuity. Diri cannot appropriate the goodwill and the legacy of the past leaders. That is what is annoying. It is a road. All these are federal roads. The Sagbama Keremo Road is a federal road. The Nembe Brass Road is a federal road. Good enough. When the NDDC Shell partnership was there, I was a manager in NDDC. I was there in 2005 when that partnership agreement was signed. He knows nothing about it. You see, when you come to the studio, produce facts and what? Figures. I'm mentioning facts and figures. Loans they have taken. Diri is a complete, sorry, the governor we have now, he has squandered both the resources of our people. He has also squandered the goodwill of our people. As far as I'm concerned, we have only one candidate that is running. All we will require him to do very soon is to prepare his handover note, and we will not renew his tenancy in Creek Haven. Never. Even children are complaining. Their schools are bastardized. Anytime flood comes, have you seen a situation where there was flood last year? People brought food items, drugs and so on. The man, instead of giving the food to the people, he hoarded this food. Palliative has come again. Subsidy palliative. The money has come. In River State, they opened a portal for people to apply. Some get 50,000, some get 30,000, depending on your pedigree. In Bayelsa State, nothing like that has happened. And that is the man that is campaigning. Who is he campaigning for? Poverty is ravaging the land. Hunger. Hunger we have never seen before. If the National Bureau of Statistics can come up with a figure of 88.5% of Bayelsans are poor, and you are here talking. Please, let's conclude this dinner. Silva is the next governor.
Okay, so I'm going to play.
He was, sorry, just one more thing. He was talking about security. His king was deposed by Governor Diri. He is a chief in that company, Otokpoti. His king, ask him, is it true or false? Your king, the king of Otokpoti, was deposed, was dethroned by Douye Diri, and you say it's a man of peace. Peace what? About 3 days ago, he went to Nembe and virtually threatened the Mingi of Nembe. Let me tell you, the kingship of Nembe is equivalent to that of...
Okay, so...
Thank you. I'm sorry that I overshot my mark.
Okay, you know that you overshot your mark.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to be asking this question, and the question is for both of you.
Yes.
I know the timing.
Hold on.
I'm going to respond to some of
no, you will respond. But we actually do not have more time. But so if you're going to do, just be very brave. But the question is, has to do with former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan, I remember, it's on record, it's on record that when your principal was contesting in 2019, that's why I say it's on record. I didn't say so. It said it never supported the current governor. And because he's a PDP member. But since during President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, he has been obnobbing with the APC. I mean, a former president. How do you think that his obnobbing this time around still with the APC is going to affect, by any way, going to affect the candidacy of your principal? If not, why do you think so?
Well, let me quickly say that former President Goodluck Jonathan is a respected person globally. He's the best Ijaw son we have today, and all over the world. And therefore, I would not want to address issues that undermine his integrity, because we know him. He's a straightforward man. A few days ago, he organized a conference. His foundation organized a conference where the whole world converged in Yenagoa. When he saw the governor who went to take the keynote address, do you know what he said? He said, my junior brother, Diri, what is that magical wand you're using to turn the state around in terms of peace and infrastructural development? And the governor laughed and said, I'm taking it after you. And late Chief Dr. Melford Okilo. And the whole place, everyone stood up. He was not there. They stood up and gave him a standing ovation because it was a straight talk. Now, come to the very critical issues that we're discussing. Like I said here, that our government will try as much as possible, even in these campaigns, not to vilify members of the other side. But we will discuss on the issues. And I did say that on the basis of infrastructure, our people in Bayelsa State will vote for Governor Douye Diri for second term. Southern Niger is the largest and most populated local government by our own judgment as a people. It is also the most marginalized in this country. They've never seen roads. It is this PDP government that started. Not really, he likes telling lies anyway. A few days, with due respect, he likes saying things that are not factual. He did start by saying that his principal, I will not mention the name, started the road that is going to Provence and Southern Niger. That is shameful. It was former President Goodluck Jonathan who started it. But don't worry, I will leave it there. And then former Governor Dixon came and took it to Igebiri. And then our governor came and said, we're taking it to Oproma and Okubie. And that's why we're talking today. The company that is handling that project is CCECC. It's a Chinese company with standards and reputes. What have they been able to do? Let me tell you also the figure of the contract so that you know. We don't just say things. The value of that contract is 20 billion. As we're speaking now, the road is at Agobri. The bridge at cross at Agobri is hitting to Oproma. We have made a temporary bridge as recommended by the technical expertise of the company. And then dredging is ongoing to Oproma. The people of Southern Niger are saying, if there are things that are going to determine, one, security, number two, that road. Why am I mentioning road as part of our ticket? We're saying, look, except the people of Southern Niger are also connected to the rest part of the world. As Bayelsans, as Jos, we have not done anything good. Now, let's talk, what is it doing in terms of security and capacity building? Because our campaign is actually hinged on three things. Number one, security. Number two, capacity building for the youth, who are the leaders of today and the future. What has this government been able to do?
He also talked about the manifesto.
Yes, let me just, no, don't worry, I'll come to that.
Okay. In just a few minutes, so that we can round up. If he asked about the manifesto.
Don't worry, it's not his place to ask. Yeah. If you go to Bayelsa State and you ask, what is happening that the state is so peaceful? I did say a few moments ago that, look, in Bayelsa State, you don't see boys going to cultism anymore. Every young Bayelsa now is engaged. That document that talks about Bayelsa State being the headquarters of poverty is misconstrued. Let me tell you for free. A few days ago, you can Google your National Bureau for Statistics. They will tell you Bayelsa State in the Niger Delta is the second state with the least rates of unemployment. Check it. Now, when you check in the whole country, Bayelsa State is about the least in terms of unemployment. Now, how do you juxtapose these two things? One is poverty capital, and the other one, it has a very high level of employment. And let me tell you, in Bayelsa State, day after day, even as we're speaking, our young boys and girls, folks, our wards, are engaged in capacity building programs, learning how to drive, how to become artisans, in ICT, in tailoring. In all of these, they are employing people on their own. We did not just train these people, or we are training them now. No. When we train them, we give them starter packs. Okay. I will also engage experts where they are monitoring and evaluating. See, what we need to do in the midst of this, all this.
Let's just run them. You asked me a question to go and verify, and I verified 85%, 88.5%.
I just unemployment.
Poverty data.
I said unemployment.
But anyways,
your last rate. What is it?
No. Hold on, sir. We're talking about good luck, and that is, of course, that's how we're going to round up.
Okay.
So I just please, just in 30 seconds.
Okay.
In 30 seconds.
Good luck, Jonathan. He said that Jonathan is a statesman. How can you praise a governor when there is no road to his community?
He's not aware. There's a road going to Turkey from Onobu.
It does not.
The road is going to be ready in 2 weeks' time. That road is going to be ready. So you are not correct.
Simplicity. The excess crude oil they have collected, the derivation areas of about 100
Where are the records of your principal? Where are the records of your principal?
All the records they have collected.
You can't come and tell us, where are the records of your principal? Where are the records?
20 seconds more.
In education, in health, in agriculture, in infrastructure.
On the 24th of February, when Silva takes office, we may not probe them.
All right.
We'll recover whatever we have.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll
recover all.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been an interesting one here on political standpoint, where, of course, we had APC and PDB, who their residents ahead of the election coming up in November 11th. It's been an interesting one. That's our show for today. My name is Ademola Lawrence. Join us next week as we bring you another interesting one. But there's going to be a repeat at 11 p.m. this night and 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. And it's going to be an interesting one next week. Bye for now.